Hey guys, good morning. Just another great segment to give you something to go with today, something to think about. Maybe at some point throughout the day you say, that Derek's got a point there. But any case, I thought I'd use this platform just to make some very valid points, some observation, the way I have been the last few weeks, and things that we're witnessing. I'll get right into it today. My grandfather used to have a saying. He used to say the problem with people is people, or the problem or the challenges with people is people. And I'll focus on that. The point of the purpose and the message today is about solutions and getting after some realistic resolve and what that means to us here in this very interesting time. The other day I put up a segment regarding being remorseful to the spirit of living. Revere the gift of life. The other thing that we have to do is kind of a comprehensive measure, and that has everything to do with the solution for getting back on track, finding a really good routine. I've talked routines regarding hygiene, which is a critical piece. So that has to do with your personal habits, like your good habits, your manners, the way your mother, your grandparents, and your family and neighbors used to remind you without people taking offense to everything about manners and politeness to one another. I don't know where that went, but I'd love to see that make a comeback. The other thing that we have to do, and when I say this, I'm trying to say this in the kindest way possible, but we have to get over ourselves. I mean, we've got into a practice as a species of kind of taking the approach that people can't say anything to us, or we're not open to considering things, open mind, open heart. And that happens to be the biggest epidemic that we have. The enemy is self and just hard-headed. And when do we get to be this way? When do we get to be so hard-headed and not leave room in our existence for considering things and trying something new, adapt? We're in some times right now that we haven't seen. So guess what? We're going to have to take the approach of trying different things. This is not going to be your cookie cutter walk through the park. You're going to have to make some adjustments. And you can fight that all you want. You're fighting the universe. Guess what? It's undefeated. It was here long before we got here, and it's going to be here long after we leave. Newsflash, okay? So it's a comprehensive measure. It's your hygiene, your manners, your habits. It's those attitudes that we've come up with against what people can or cannot say to us. Oh, we're closed on things that we'll consider. Or we're not open enough to consider doing things, that we're too cool. That's weird. I mean, when you have all of these things blocking your ability to, find something new that works, then we're going to have problems. Hard-headed, people ignore things. And I'm just like, people, that's why Grandpa used to say, the problem with people is people. If we get out of our own way, we may be on the fast track to some really great solutions. And that's the way I've tried to operate, just as an example, is leave myself open to trying new ways and new things. Be creative about your approach to life. The other thing is just like making an oath to yourself to get along with people. Use your life to do things that are like going to make an impact and something you can, at the end of the day, feel good about. You smiled. There's no worth in your being self-contained. Okay? I mean, contrary to whatever's said, the blueprint, which is the Bible, says that we've been sent here to congregate, to connect, to come together, have communion with one another, sit down, break bread. So let's just make decisions in this comprehensive plan, because people seem to be scrambling for answers. And to me, it's a very simple solution. The formula, I mean, I'm not this, I don't have a PhD. I'm not claiming to be the sharpest tool in the shed or the smartest person in the world. But some of these things are just very simple, basic mathematics. And if, like I said, if we expand our mind, that'll come into focus for us. It'll be something that'll be very clear to us. Spend a little time meditating. That helps. And just kind of step back and take a look at life. That's what this time is about, is to reflect. Okay? So let's pull it all together. The solutions, that's the key today, is, and here's the takeaway, is centered around a comprehensive measure of all the things that we do. Okay? So think about all the things you do, even if you have to sit down and write it down. Split the paper, pros and cons. If I do this, and the consequences of that. Everything in life has consequence. All right? And then start to assess your routines, your life mechanics, everything that you do to for better focus, and share it with someone else. When they give you that resistance, say, hey man, you're not too cool. Try something new. Try something new. This is a time that's really calling on us to be creative and try things new. Adapt. Sometimes in life things change. That's why we're getting a shake-up right now. So that's my long-winded segment again. I wanted to give you kind of some comprehensive things, solution-oriented to think about. And go out, show somebody if they're resistant by example, how you get different results if you just consider keeping an open mind. I don't know how we get into these country backward ways of adopting of one or few things and never step out of that box. It's like these comfort zones are like an epidemic all by itself, and all of these crazy things that we adopt and the way we do things. So keep yourselves open, folks. That's the key and the takeaway. Elevate your mind. And that will do it for now. Hope that this has been helpful. God bless one and all. Go to your routines with your hygiene. Get some gargling in. Keep yourself free of people that are sneezing in your face. Airborne germs. But, don't disconnect altogether. And don't be afraid to remind people of their manners. Hey, man, cover up. We're all trying to safeguard ourselves. This is for the good of mankind and all of us. Okay, so that's it. I'm exiting stage right. Getting ready to go stretch. Get my day underway. Have a good day. Hope that you're enjoying some of this good stuff. And we'll come up with something else for the next time. Bye-bye.